There's a distinction between hearing God and listening to Him. Hearing is simply an automatic sensory activity. We don't need to do anything to hear. Sound happens. What we choose to do with what we hear involves the activity of listening. Hearing is passive, while listening is choosing to do something. It's an action. Listening is more than merely hearing. It's also intentionally acting upon what is heard by responding appropriately. And when it comes to the gospel of Christ, this means choosing obedience. Listening isn't automatic. Throughout the Bible, people heard from God but didn't listen. They didn't obey. I can go through my day on autopilot without really listening to what God wants me to hear from Him. And what's more, just because I hear God or sense Him speaking in some way doesn't mean I'm going to listen and obey. And that's what really counts. James wrote in his epistle, "Don't fool yourself into thinking that you are a listener when you are anything but, letting the word go in one ear and out the other. Act on what you hear." Jesus often said, anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. To listen is to obey, not simply hear. If you're having trouble hearing the voice of God, you might want to check to see if you have a problem obeying Him. They seem to go together. The more inclined a person is towards obedience, the more apt he or she will be to discern His voice and lead a gospel life.